Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, their finest hour with me, PPCC. So last time while we were playing, I we were fairly close to Moscow, and it looks like the Allies have established a little bit of a pocket here. I was experimenting with the possibility of automating our navy, but it looks like since we have a little bit of a problem here, I guess we can't really do that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move our navy down here, seeing as the Allies, it looks like they want to set up a naval siege here. And what I wanted to do was that I wanted to give command of all of these destroyers and all of these ships to the to this front right here, the Tropoli HQ front, because it looks like they're going to need quite a lot of ships to just kind of fight off the British inside that area, but it looks like that's not going to be very successful. On our front down here, we've got quite a lot of troops that we can move, and this is probably going to deal the final blow to the Russians. I mean, the Germans are probably going to just take everything in the north over, and that'll be very good. And I want to bring these troops over here. So that's kind of the front for now. What is going on over here? Oh, I see. These are Denmark. Denmark has a little rebellion going on right now. Let's get these boats to move over here. Can they move over here? No. Oh well, let's split up a few of our units. So this should create a blockade, and that should be able to hold out all of the troops inside this little area right here. Now I'm hoping for a rather fast victory on the Russian front, seeing as the Allies are bringing troops onto the mainland right now, which may or may not be a problem. I mean, we had to remember that they are currently pretty much starved out of their plates, and so long as we can keep the pressure on the Russians, I think we'll have a good chance at winning. I mean, just look at all this territory the Russians have undefended. For some reason, all of their troops are concentrated inside the bulge right here inside Poland. You can see that Poland's really heavily armed for some reason. And then again, Barbarossa didn't actually fire off, so either way, even if we win, it'd still be really, really weird. Just in terms of how the game's set up, and it looks like we're going to have to pull back on this front right here. And I hope that we have enough troops up here to actually take Moscow. Is this Moscow? Yeah, this is. That is rather odd. I mean, there's just so many garrisons inside there, and it doesn't look like we can secure it in time. But I want to go and essentially bulge up, right? I want to take that city really badly. But I have a feeling we're just causing more of a problem by sending our troops here, because the AI thinks that we can take care of that little bit of frontage, but the problem is that our units aren't getting enough supply inside their lands, so we're gonna have to pull back from there. At least for now. I kind of really wanted to just destroy the Russians inside this episode. Oh, what did I automate here? Oops. I'm going to have to reorganize our whole entire army soon enough, because right now things are really weird in terms of how I got it set up. How we have like a lot of troops just everywhere and anywhere, really. Okay, so right now we need to go from Moscow. That is our #1 priority. And I'll let the AI handle that. It looks like we have this pocket kind of handled for now. Our second priority is to essentially just funnel troops into Stalingrad. That is another key city that we had to take over, so let's get on started with that. We need to take Stalingrad over, and keep in mind that even though we have so much of the Soviet Union captured, if we don't have Moscow, then we we suffer a serious problem. We suffer a serious blow for us. If the occupation is higher than the national unity rate, then they will collapse. So we had to occupy at least 70% of the Soviet Union before they actually collapse. And that is quite a lot of space. So I'm going to switch it back on to the VP map mode and just kind of see uh, how much land we need to take from them before they will collapse. So right now we occupy quite a little bit. Stalingrad is worth 10 points. Everything inside this region is worth like 2 or so. If only we had Moscow. If we had Moscow, that would essentially end this campaign right now. That would just destroy every single one of their troops. I think I'm just going to get these tanks to make a mad dash for Stalingrad, and hopefully, I really hope that there's no garrison there, and then once we take that, that'll lower their IC by quite a bit. And we did lose a ship over here. That might be a little problematic. Let's get that light cruiser and quite a lot of these destroyers to disengage. And why can't I move them there is what I'm wondering. Okay, there we go. So we need to establish a naval blockade inside this region. As long as we can contain the Allied forces here inside a little bulge, then I think we'll be alright. Just have destroyers guarding both sides of the coast of the channel and the coast over here. So that'll pretty much destroy all of their ports. I'm going to enact that 8 million bayonets, which will give us a little bit more IC and manpower. And how soon are they to collapse? 81%. Okay. Switch that back onto that regional map mode if we can. Let's move some tanks over there. If we can capture the few settlements left inside Russian occupation, then we would have practically won. If we just make some tank dashes like that, and if we just bring our troops down here like that, and we can actually expand this area a little bit more, so hopefully those troops will get there. Just move our troops like that. Hopefully we'll be able to establish a nice position on the borders here. That might be a problem with all the infantry moving to Stalingrad and all. How close are we to collapse? Come on, still 81%. We really need to lower their national unity. Whoops. If we just destroy if we just capture the capital, everything would be like perfectly fine, but that is proving very difficult. I mean, they have so many garrisons inside that one particular tile. That is going to be very troublesome. Well, at least Republic of Spain accepted my my troops. That is at least good, I guess. Allied paratroopers, that's very strange. So, oh my god, if the Americans start intervening, then we're probably at a loss at like what to do. Right now we really need those victory point locations, and I know I'm repeating myself, but it's absolutely crucial that we take them. There's just no way to get into Moscow because of all those garrisons there. That is going to be very difficult to just get into. At least the Finnish have thrown an uprising. The Finnish have quite a few victory point locations as well. So hopefully if the Finnish are able to take those back, then they will be contributing to the war effort. So they'll contribute a major part to the war effort by taking that land back. It looks like we need to move all the command infrastructure up. So let's go like that. And if we seal off the Caucasus region down here, we'll hopefully be able to get the Turkish army involved in the war, and they'll be able to push up. Since Vladivostok is gone, the troops of the Asian troops should be able to commit a lot more of their forces to the front. So hopefully they'll be able to nab the one or two important locations down here. If they grab those, like right now, every little bit counts. Every little bit counts, which is very important. How close are we to victory? So close, but so far away. 10% from declaring victory on the Russian front. What else is in this region? Nothing is inside this region that we should be able to capture, which like that absolutely sucks. There's nothing inside this region that we can capture to speed up victory, so we have to go northwards and nab those two up here. And that's in the way back of the enemy. Damn. This is quite a struggle. I mean, so long as like the Germans are able to maintain their frontage up here, I mean, I think everything should be fine, I guess. We're just so close from winning, at least on this front. I mean, I think the Allies are contained, which is pretty good. We're losing a little bit of steam on the front here. Let's actually reassign 4th Army. So I want them to be attacking, and I want them to nab London and here. So that should give them a little bit more steam to work with. And we're just making mad tank dashes right here up to these two settlements, hoping that the point count up there will be worth it. Come on, come on, come on. Where are any more settlements? We can get our tank from here to move and capture these two, and I have a feeling that since the troops here will be split up on multiple fronts, I guess they'll help out a little bit more. Grab all of that land. I'm actually really surprised that the Russians are still defending this whale from so many different enemy forces. They have relatively few brigades, yet they're holding out pretty well inside Finland. The Finnish still haven't captured one of these VPs. Or no, they have one. So they have one of those points. What is their collapse rate? 90.91%. In theory, if we just fight on their lands long enough, their national unity should drop, like just by itself, just from the amount of troops that we have on their land. Let's see, more research possible. inefficient research. What I think I'll do is that right now I'm going to halt all our research and just produce officers and espionage. I hope this gamble will pay off, but what I will be doing is that I will be assigning all of my spies to go into Russia. You lose your, well, what do you call it, your unity by doing this disrupt national unity setting, and in general just by fighting on the enemy's soil. So what I hope to do is that if we just continue to essentially beat back the Russian forces here, whoops, that is a command squad, we don't want to lose that. Essentially what I want to do here is just that I want to keep on fighting the Russian troops on their own land, and I want to keep beating them, and that'll essentially just generate national unity loss on the enemy's side. And I want to put all of my spies into their lands, so that'll also kind of cause a lot of dissent on their front, and I hope that will be enough to essentially break the Soviet Union. Is the Soviet Union maxed out or something? We're getting free spies, but we're not doing enough damage to them. This is some high-risk stuff right here. We should really beat back these enemy troops right now. Ironically, we don't even have enough troops to man this entire front right here, which is a major problem. How is the naval campaign going over here? So the Allies it looks like the Allies have stopped moving forward. Never mind. There's a gap inside our defenses by the looks of it. Oh, I see, they're bringing their fighters in, so that's causing quite a bit of damage to our ships. No, not the transport. I want the destroyers to move there. Let's just shift everything down one, I guess. Like that. So that'll re-engage the blockade. Right now we need more ships to continue blocking up this part of the world, but it looks like Russia is still our #1 priority. It's at 33%. Their national unity is at 73.3%. Let's see if grabbing Baki would finish them off. Probably not, but grab Baki, what is it at now? 94%, 94.2%. So we are almost there. Let's grab 2 of the infantry divisions, and I want them to go for this tower right here. And right now it's literally just a race to see who can do the most damage and who can grab the most of those points right now. If we can grab a few more cities, such as this one right here, then we should be able to just eliminate the Soviet Union. We can go for an encirclement on Moscow, if that helps. If we had Moscow, then the entire place would collapse, right? What's the situation on the front here? So many rebellions as well. Let's get our tanks back in action. 19th Corps can help out by dealing with the rebellions, I suppose. Captured another city, still at 90. Still at the same same amount. So if we just nab 2 more cities, I hope that would be enough to kind of break the Soviet Union's back. Just so close to winning this war front. That once we do, I mean, in theory, if we had enough time, we'd be able to roll into the United States. But it looks like we're going to have to. We might have to take a loss on this one simply because there. I don't think we can do this fast enough. Come on, surround that city and destroy their armor unit. Once they do that, their national unity is going down very slowly. It went down by 0.5%. And it looks like we lost a major city. Something happened to made a major drop inside their points. Okay, well, at least we can get some more units up here. We lost Stalingrad, but that's alright, we can retake that fairly easily. What is their points right now? So close, we're just so close to winning this front. God, but the Allies are just carving up France right now. In all honesty, right now, I'm not really sure. I mean, we're being beat inside Italy and we're being beat inside France right now, but we're just so close to winning on the Soviet Union's front that I'm really not sure what to do. It looks like the historical result is going to play out. I mean, let's see, 87%. Once the Soviet Union collapses, we can take everything back, right? Everything we have lost, we can easily swing around and grab back, so long as these forces are defeated. We're just so close to winning right now. Oh, this might be my chance to dash back, retake Stalingrad, and hopefully this will be the final blow on to the Soviet Union. Oh my god. So close. But so far away. Oh, come on. I bet if we had Stalingrad right now, we would have completely destroyed them. Can you attack? No, you can't. That is very disappointing. We need to do something on this front right now to recapture Stalingrad. I mean, all of our units are running low on supply now, so 91%. You know what? Bring these troops back. They are out of supplies now, so that. Man, I like literally if I had that city right now, if I had Stalingrad right now, we would definitely definitely won. I suppose we can make a little bit of a tank rush right here. Oh, perfect. They got some supply. So no, this shouldn't be happening. So close, so close. If that tank reaches Stalingrad, I believe we would have won. What are they at? 99%. If we just hold on a little longer, the Soviet Union would break. If we just move our tanks down here. If we just let our spies do a little bit more work, and my game just froze, so something happened. Yes, just absolutely beautiful. Look at all of that land. Look at all of that land. We have defeated the Soviet Union. And that is a very massive victory, I've got to say. I mean, the game does end in 2 years, so 1947, 1948 is when the game ends. I'm not necessarily sure if we are able to clean up the USA in that amount of time, so Maybe not. I suppose the series is over at this point. There's no real challenge anymore. All we would have to do is just form up a force to take down the USA, and really just mop up the units here. So that is a very massive victory on our part. So the only question is that do we start a new game, because I'm pretty sure I can't finish the USA at this point, and the only problem is that I can alter the game by altering the scripting to extend the end game of the game, the end date of the game. Although the problem with that is that since we've been playing on this particular save file, I'm not sure if it copies over the new set of rules if I did that. So there's a problem there. If somebody knows about that, please feel free to post that inside the comments. But for now, I suppose the series is finished, unless you'd like to see a cleanup episode where we take back northern France and Egypt and possibly India. So leave me a comment about that. I'll be starting a new series, possibly covering either Darkest Hour, Crusader Kings 2, something 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 Rome, or the new East West versus East Hearts of Iron game sometime later in the future. So I'll probably be doing one of those series. But apart from that, I'll see you guys later. Like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed this playthrough. Until then, I guess. Bye bye.